Happy going Lich first, 1-0 going DK first, Lich Ghouls versus DK Fiends, and then they battle for 20 minutes, and at the end, Happy wins. There was a curveball, though, in their last encounter, and that was Happy not playing Lich Ghouls anymore. No, he switched things up to Crypt Lord, and this was the new task that 1-0 couldn't overcome, and we'll see if it's the same obstacle today, and we see already in the Altar of Darkness that it is the same obstacle with the Crypt Lord first. What's 1-0's answer? Kill a Crypt Lord expansion. And how? 1-0 oftentimes played strategies that on paper cannot work. Like, for example, why would you harass with the DK against the Lich when the Nova always secures the kill, as it is an instant cast against a coil that has some travel time? For many people, this didn't make sense. 1-0 had a better idea, and for a while was very successful versus Happy. He had more than a month. Nice deal. He had more than a month to think about solutions, and he knew this match would be coming, and he knew this match would be important for the outcome of Super League. Little asterisks here, as it is group stage and as both are guaranteed top 4 already, do you want to show your best strats yet when the playoffs are just 1 week away? That's something to think about. Maybe it's at the moment more of the same for 1-2-0, and then they'll switch it up for playoffs, but it's also a lot about prestige, huh? It's a lot about prestige. Who is indeed the best player? We got Impale first, no Beetles. The first creep was already stolen. A Ghoul was lost too. Here's the surround though, and Happy, of course, locks them in. But he steals another one. This was almost careless by Happy, bringing him down to below 100 HP. And this creep spot, with the exception of the town portal gone, is kind of a disaster for the Crypt Lord. Has to go for a big camp now without summons, and doesn't have the lumber either for the haunted gold mine that will be his win condition. In the meantime, 1-0 is almost done with the tech already. Fiend at the ready. Can he snipe this? Close. So we got level 2 now. It's another Impale, and 1-0 from Hero to 0, maybe. We got the Ritual Dagger. The DK is healthy again. Fiend dribbles looking fine. We got a lot of heat here already in the early moments. The tree is helping with the block. He still uses a coil to deal some more damage. Crypt Lord on Blight for some passive HP regeneration. We got a staff to get out of here, but we got an Impale to stop the staff, and this is the first hero down. 4 minutes 45. Man, this is like a 2-person Royal Rumble here. Maybe too aggressive if he stabs to the Fiend. Wouldn't this be better? All out aggression for 1-2-0. Happy bleeding, Happy band. And the troll is coming in as well. Another disaster. 1-2-0. Some cool moments here in the game for sure. But DK down, 2 Fiends down. Complete control for Happy now with that expansion coming up at 2/3 already. This is how fast a Warcraft game can swing. You think you did so well by stealing 2 out of 3 creep spots, but then you lose the TP. You think you have an idea with the staff, but Happy goes for a vanilla surround. 1-2-0 had to get out. Impale cancels the staff, and boom goes the dynamite. Happy in a great spot. That escalated quickly. Some of the most action-packed early 5 minutes. Now we got some healing from the Shadow Priest. We do have attack advantage for 1-2-0, of course, but we know Happy with an expansion, it's incredibly dangerous. He's gathering up. He got the Crypt Lord level advantage. So many ghouls to use. And you know, it's a very fine line. Taking this absurd risks that 1-2-0 was doing. If most of the stuff works out, you look like a demigod. And then sometimes you lose the DK, your TP, and 2 Fiends, and you look like an absolute fool. Does it again. 3 Fiends down. What a car crash. What a car crash of a game. Action-packed games, though. After casting a lot of Night Elf versus Orc yesterday, it's a nice, nice change of pace. Happy was under a lot of pressure early on, but then 1-0 kind of frivolous. You must know, of course, that Impale is coming, and you must stay out of Impale range. But yeah, these early games... Oh, wow. It's a tier 2 push. This is desperate. This is very desperate. Wagon statue Dark Ranger push. Is absolute all in. Dark Ranger, Black Arrow, good damage. You're trying to kill some ghouls here, raise the skellies and push. Interesting approach by 1-0. We'll see for the rest of the series if this is the go-to strat or if it's just break in case of emergency strat. But here are towers. Trying to deal with that now. Counter pressure. Cryptlord quite hurt, but he does have an Invo Potion, does have a heal scroll. This will be a tormented economy with ghouls going down as well. And then eventually... Lol, he's just ignoring this statue position, also not ideal. Ghouls just walk past. Lemao is attacking the wagon now. I don't think he has an Acolyte here to repair. That would be damn fine. But Happy is immediately countering this. There is still an economy here. It exists, but Happy also perfect vision with the Watch Award. Perfect vision with the Ghoul here to scout for counter expansions. Wagon almost dead. Dark Ranger is getting quite some kills in though. But this is not enough. Would love to see one shot at the Cryptlord. Wagon in a better position. Doing AoE damage now to hurt both Spirit Towers at the same time, but so much Blight, so much healing. Happy currently, 7 ghouls waiting for tier 2, got the double crypt. Gets the fiends out. With that, it becomes a lot easier to control this. Summon, of course, can always nibble away at that wagon, which is the only thing that really pressures Happy at the moment. How good is the Dark Ranger Fiend control? The focus fire must be on point. I think 1-0 can accept the fact that he needs a new wagon. But the Dark Ranger and the Fiends do some heavy lifting. The wagon did some heavy lifting. Now the Acolytes have to march forward. Maybe another chance for the Dark Ranger. That we have a game this quote-unquote close is quite remarkable for 1-0. He was dealt basically no cards in the early game during the tier 2 tech. Still getting lots of stuff done. But yeah, this tech has a limited longevity. There is no tier 3. It's only this push, and that's it. As Happy is teching conveniently to tier 3. Destroyers will finish the game. Triple Hero will finish the game. No need for Happy to take any risks, like he's under attack, of course. He has to invest a little bit for repair, but he's still getting additional gold here.
B2W heart.
Let's go. I'm kind of filthy. Thank you. Now the tier 3 tech. So 1-0 still sees a win con somewhere. Lots of mana used. Now that we have tier 2, Happy can go for mana potion. The Cookie Monster, thank you. And yeah, wagons, of course, not ideal. Happy with that Invo Potion. All of this taken damage is well calculated. And it just takes the pressure off of this push. Happy loses the DK. Oh, look at that. So much about well calculated, huh? Healer gone at the arrival of tier 2. That's less than ideal. And the devilish combo of Fiends and Dark Ranger is doing a great job. You can see why 1-0 is so keen of that strat and likes the strategy so much. The damage output for Fiends is great. 120 has the supply lead. Happy, of course, with the big bank. Can break into 70 for a long time. Any chance for this to kill the Expo? I'm a doubter. But it feels like how would this game go without a disastrous early game like this? I think it's hope that can create some hope for the 120 fans out there. That the foundation of the strategy is working. Expo under fire once again. Statues almost empty. Sweet Impale. Ooh. First tower down. Interesting that Happy didn't build a single Narup tower, just Spirit Tower. Happy didn't produce for a long time. This also means if this Ziggurat falls, yes, Happy's supply blocked at 50. Oh, what an important snipe that is. Still, Expo unbroken. We got ghouls, but there's no frenzy yet. Can still be singled out. This is the big strength of the Dark Ranger. Happy completely lost with the statue here. Completely lost with the ghoul. Definitely overreaching. Oh, 120 has no lumber at all. Does he have a ghoul at home? 2. Okay, okay. This will stabilize then. Lich is coming in a second. 2 attack upgrades for 120. Only 1 for Happy, who has to rebuild a lot of Ziggurats. Is this dude seriously breaking Happy's expansion 14 minutes in? Cryptlord has a heal scroll. These impales are sweet, but to be fair, they're not doing that much damage. Still, Impale Nova, great damage output, great AoE. Love 120's Fiend Control as so often. When is the Lich coming? He is coming now with Orb. Finally, 3 hero versus 3 hero, and 120's hero combo is better than Happy's hero combo, especially when we go into a very late game with destroyers. Lich brings additional damage. We got a shot back up, super important for Happy. Whenever Acolytes march forward, it should be another kill for these Acolytes. Lich has Nova. Isn't he threatening that Cryptlord? No, heal scroll used. DK. That DK loss hurt Happy way more than it should. Supply is even though Happy is on 2 bases. Uses the skeleton not for economy harass. That's so obvious! Oh my god! Oh my god! Double kill 120. GG! How the hell did 120 win this? He lost the DK, the town portal, and 3 fiends in the early game. What a disastrous! So, we got the harass. How much can the DK steal this time? It is a lot of skeletons already. And we do have some steals once again. The Murgle is gone. This camp is already no direct level 2. And now level 2 is delayed even further. Solid pressure on the DK, I want to say. We have Impale first once again. No beetles. And I think 120, his job's done. Doesn't play it as risky as before. Shouldn't get pressed against the tree line and surrounded there. Now you gotta be careful that the skeletons won't give him beetles. Happy's losers pick is Tidehunters for that easy expo. It shouldn't be too bad for 120 either. Yes, Mr. German pronunciation. Because the push should hit hard and fast, right? Tavern here, expo here, short distance. Fiend blocking. But Happy closes this out. TP immediately once again. It's dangerous to stay close to the trees. Happy punishes this immediately. Still, Fiend tracking army movement. I see another impale. Expecting a body block going for the right-hand side. Why do you make the game so hard for yourself, 1-0? TP gone, Fiend gone. It seems like I've been here before. Groundhog Day, February 1st. First round wasn't locked in. Second one surely was. We deny skeletons now, but level 2 is unlocked. Beetles are unlocked.
Player's forces are under attack.
But 0 pressure on Happy's expansion, which I feel like is a lot earlier. Not a lot earlier, but a little earlier than it was before. And every time you see the mana bar rising, you gotta be sure that there's an impale coming. Here's the Dark Ranger. This time, no claws on her. Baiting a little bit with the DK. I feel without the 2 claws, the damage output, also with only 1 Fiend, isn't enough to threaten the ghouls really in the hands of Happy. It is about every single skeleton, is it not? The 12 XP cannot be allowed anymore. So how good is the fortification? We do get a Nerup tower this time. And Happy is mining. A little bit of XP here. DK nowhere near level 2. Dark Ranger only with the first few sets of experience and 1-0. Looks like he's going for that statue wagon push again. Happy's early game better than before. And we have to say 1-0's early game is better than game 1, isn't it? He didn't lose the DK. And he lost only 1/3 of the Fiends he lost before. So are both players satisfied with it? I think the big difference here that Happy didn't lose too many ghouls. And it looks like he reads the game well. This is a tough creep spot with statues aren't here just yet. Big invo potion. He might need that. Robin, thank you for the prime. Impale, counter block. Risking the DK. Nice evacuation for that Fiend. These surrounds are oftentimes an invite to the focus fire of Fiends and Dark Ranger. And then he's called Necromancer for a reason, because all the skeletons work for him. Hopefully. Level 2 unlocked makes microing a lot easier with additional movement speed. And Happy, is this really a fight you should engage into? Into the Dark Ranger with the fragile ghouls. 1-0's Fiend micro. Legendary. This could have been way worse if Happy gets 1-2 surrounds here. The pressure is off. But currently the pressure is not on Happy's Expo. Gets a claw, buys it, and again, wagon. Intercepting ghouls here. Oh, Happy has to turn around. But yeah, what can you possibly get? I guess 1 ghoul damage averted. Could go for the Murlocs, but then you spread poison onto them. Happy started attacking 7 minutes 30. Happy has no dust, as he doesn't know that there's Burrow. Not buying dust now. The Makrura prophecy, does it remain true? Level 2. I wonder if you need silence and if maybe life drain would be great. Just for more sustain and healing. Invo potion heal scroll on 1-0 side. We do have a slaughterhouse here. Double crypt tier 2 is done. And we got lots of towers here. This time there's a little bit of space between the towers. He can still attack 2 at the same time. Crypt Lord 50%. The chip damage is ramping up. 50 food for 1-0. Tech still 80 seconds away. It feels like Happy is playing this way more careful. Oh, as I say this, DK is coming in. Fiend exposed. Statues here. The wagon. A bit abandoned, but so is the Crypt Lord, who doesn't have a TP. Can he chase? Can he bring in the damage? Fiend shots not there. Coil is. Ring around the wagon we play as solid distraction. The DK and the Fiends all by themselves. And he did kill Happy's DK before. That is, of course, the backbone as the main healer of this army. Little bit of repair. The wagon enabled so much. So far, so good. Now we're gone. And the ghouls are coming in. Oftentimes a super strong timing for 1-2-0 as these ghouls are turned into skeletons. DK has no potion. DK might be trapped. Dark Ranger Eer0 is enough. And again, the DK falls. At pretty much exactly the same timing that we've seen before. Usually losing a level 1 hero isn't the biggest of deals. It's back in a couple of seconds. But now the altar will be occupied by the Lich. Or you have to make a decision that at least delays the Lich for a long time. Acolytes taken off the grid 1-0 again with a tier 3 answer to Happy's tier 3. But Happy has an expo and Happy has a tech lead. Piercing damage, not great against Fiends, not great against heroes. Six Fiends versus 3. The damage output is just way better! DK from downtown. But the healing is just abysmal with the level 1 DK. So far, we need a coil soon on the Dark Ranger. Absurd mana on the DK. He was barely throwing any coils this entire game, we have to say. We haven't seen Burrow just yet. Lich is coming in. Frenzy is coming in. First tower broken. Floodgates open now for more Acolyte pressure. It's pretty much the exact same game plan. It's a lot of free shots for the Meat Wagon. Love the Meat Wagon position. We've been criticizing 1-0 a lot for DK positions down the road, and we might do it now as well. But there's the heal score level 3 on the Dark Ranger. Huge level up for the Skeletons. Crypt Lord blocking himself. If only the Lich was here already. Coil ready. DK healthy in the shadow of the statues once again. Taken off of Blight though. It feels like Happy is using his Crypt Lord as bait a little bit. Nice impale to take the damage away. The coil last second. Split second save, but Happy is getting more and more Fiends here. That takes the oomph of this push. Very weird hero position. Statue gone. We need more of these skeletons. Still so many coils available. One base, 1-0. Isn't it fascinating? Nicely timed Nova, and it feels like Happy is taking advantage of the game. Still supply leads. Still no room to unfold for this DK. Maybe 1-0's last push is coming with the Lich. How's the mana? Not looking too great. It feels like 1-0 is preparing the heroes for the Nova. New shop guards. Happy not have a shop. Oh, Happy doesn't have a shop here. A little bit of an oversight, it seems. Tug of war continues. DK hurt. Crypt Lord hurt. Last coil. And the Lich is coming in with the mana potion as well. Nasty Nova. We go for the DK. We go for the healer. And he dies once again. Dark Ranger on the other side. Catches the coil that was the last one. Frostmourne hungers for that Fiend. Dark Ranger gets another kill in for another Black Arrow. Oh, 1-0. You beautiful soul. There is Web now. Immediately research. Destroyers in the air. Sick deny on that DK as well. So no big XP. Peak Warcraft. A lot of people are asking, is Undead overpowered or are the players just the best? Look at them. Look at them creating art out of Warcraft 3. 60 food, 60 food. Web is in. Oh, huge kill. Happy loses the destroyer right away. No more dispel against potential skeletons. The Crypt Lord also seems to be a bit mispositioned here. He can't squeeze through. Nasty Nova on Happy's side. This is about every single unit now. But 120's Fiend Micro is crazy. It's almost an invite for a Nova. We got a mana potion. And maybe 120's pressure isn't enough this time. Maybe Happy has weathered the storm. Statue position, extremely defensive.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 120 wants more XP. Wants more skeletons. All the uptime on this wagon, man. Never punished. Another coil at the ready. DK being punished once again with the Nova. Always creating a little passage with the Fiend. Dark Ranger hurt. Nova again. We do have Dust. Lich on the menu. Dark Ranger on the menu. Where's the Nova ending up on? On the Lich, but Happy anticipated this. Dark Ranger on the other side. Bounce back. Lich still dead with a forward position. Lich on 120's side. Coil long range. Fiend falls. Oh my god. They just keep on fighting for 12 minutes straight. Happy's supply gap is growing, but still 120 getting tons of kills in. The level of micro is absurd between the two. It's pretty much 10 minutes of 2 base, 1 base. 10 minutes of double income for Happy. And still it's the same supply. Can he yoink another destroyer? He did that before. DK super far forward. Feels like he wanted to bait out that Destro. DK, don't tell me! He dies again! Third time. Third time's the charm. 120 got the web eventually. Fiend misrallied. Fixes it. Always into that choke. But the Crypt Lord is marching forward now in good health, good mana, lots of impale. It speaks volumes how this Crypt Lord is only level 3.6 and both other heroes are level 1. 120, so few losses. Destroyer focused again. No chance for Happy to heal it without the DK. New statues. 120 not morphing statues into destroyers at all. And the siege continues. Oh, these DK kills keep 120 in the race. Hero advantage. Big time hero advantage. For 120. The entire game, basically. DK is back, brings the coils. Another, this is the third destroyer. Happy got some big help with the Unholy Aura now. Love that wagon position. If only Disease Cloud would work on undead units. Trying to bait him into that web, manually cast it. Needs a coil on the Lich soon to keep the damage dealer safe. Happy is getting meaningful levels. Unholy Aura, Dark Ritual, big boons. The web is scary. It feels like 120. Oh, goes for the Crypt Lord again. And he kills him again. The coil was ready. Maybe just a split second, but that Crypt Lord was begging for a nuke. Happy showing flaws in the micro department. And the DK is back in the shadow of the statues who heal. Lich in trouble. Potion this time. Oh my god. Supply lead is with the Chinese again. Crypt Lord, 70 seconds and a full mana statue has been wiped as well. 120 today just seems better. DK down as well. How many hero kills on 120? How frustrating. How frustrating. 13 minutes of expo play. Fiend sacrificed. There's a coil. Yes, of course. Lots of repair, lots of acolytes taken off the grid. The strongest 120 in a long time. We were unsure if he has the solution to the Crypt Lord play. And oh boy, does he have the solutions. Undead is mostly strong because of the heroes. Then just take out the heroes. It's so simple. It's another Crypt Lord. When was the last time Happy had all heroes on the field? 2-0, 1-2-0. It's time to switch it up. Lich first. And now we're back to the mirror match that we've seen in the past 10 years, basically. Oh, well, Happy joined the competitive scene a little later. 6 years. So how will 1-0 adapt? I think 1-0 can just go back to the classic way of him playing against Happy. Now, it won't be much about expansions. It's gonna be one base if things go according to plan. Phenomenal how Happy crushed 1-0 4 times in a row in their last encounter with Crypt Lord. And it's not even a completely new approach by 1-0. He laid the foundation in the last series already, it just didn't work. 1-0's control is out of this world, especially with Fiends. MN Source, thank you for the prime. I would say this playstyle suits Happy a lot. The Crypt Lord times might be gone for now. 1-0 with good scouts. Adjusting a little bit, fast attack. Little too creep, but he got level 2 already. Not running across the entire map. It's Twisted Meadows, by the way. He is contesting now for that level 3. And that is buying time. Time for fast attack of 1-2-0. And that has been the encounter in the past 7 years. Happy, big focus on Lich Ghoul pressure damage. 1-2-0, big focus on sustain with coil and fast tech. As Happy is going ghouls and 1-2-0 is going fiends. The longevity of 1-2-0's army is a lot better. Fiends, you will need fiends for the entire game. Ghouls, once they face a Dark Ranger, Lich, and Destroyers, ghouls wipe. And that is the timing that changes everything for 1-2-0. Thank you, Quick Ben. Prime gameplay. Indeed. Indeed.
A player's forces are
Prime gameplay.
Everyone who doubts that these two players are among the top 3-4 in the world, skill-wise, regardless of race, go to sleep again. Sit down. They're just built different. Maybe a Lin on a good day can hang with them. Maybe a Life on a good day can hang with them. But apart from that, there's nobody close at the moment. So how is Happy switching up the game? Because he knows...
hype.
He knows he's gonna run into the Destroyer timing. There has to be an adjustment. Thank you, Genji Boumaye. Hype indeed.
A player's forces are under
40 can hang with them? Not at the moment. Not in 2026. Yet. And it's normal, we're all human. We have ups and downs. Well, except Happy. Thank you, Salt Zombie, for the tier 1. Lich out, DK out, tech advantage. It is the old story. It's an old story, but it's a beautiful story. You know, some stories, they bore you after the first time you heard them. Some stories you can hear over and over and over again. And that is the story of 120 versus Happy. Zanolan, thank you. 97 months.
B2W Happy B2W Eer0.
97 months. Oh my god, dude. That's amazing. Item-wise, nothing super decisive. We can recognize that the Lich of 120 is very pimped. And the level distribution is a bit better for 120 as well. Who would have thought that it's a possibility that Happy's getting 3-0'd in any match of Super League? One to 0 at tier 3. The Tavern is calling. Destroyer is calling. Happy on 9 ghouls. He's not switching to Fiends at all. Why? Nachtigall, thank you.
In 120 we trust.
Dark Ranger out. Scout by Happy. Don't know if 120 wanted to deny that Dark Ranger and failed. Went of mana stealing, lovely. 120 goes Crypt Lord! Ooh. Also a very potent weapon against ghouls, but of course lower usage. As there's like 2 impales compared to a million black arrows. Okay, that is 120 stepping on the brake a little bit. Crypt Lord is the better hero versus Fiends, but we don't see Fiends yet. Happy expansion. Very little scouting on the map on both sides. Pendant of Energy for Happy. This DK has 9 coils. Scroll of the Beast on the other side. 3-3-1 against 4-3, soon to be 2. We do have scouts out, especially on Happy. I feel like 120 is more or less blind. Doesn't care too much about what Happy is doing. Very self-centered. Orb of Darkness. Oh! This is a big help against ghouls if you can spread it. Fiend intercepted for nothing. Impale hits the heroes. No TP on Happy. Any chance to lock him in here? Nova strong. Fiend suffering. Coil at the ready. DK hurt on 120 side. Nothing to heal him at the moment. 120 is suffering big time. But the impales are strong. Fiends falling left, right, center. Nova as well. Destroyer in the air for 120. There is a lot of skeletons. And of course, wait. It's Frost Armor. No Dark Ritual. That is interesting. This Orb of Darkness also means Crypt Lord can attack air units now, which is a nice help. Happy has that expo up though. And that push was nice. No mana for an Impale just yet. And without the Dark Ranger, I don't really feel like he can contest the ghouls too much. This Impale has to do a lot of heavy lifting. Happy is taking control. Happy is warming up. And maybe 120 should have gone with the Dark Ranger. And it's, of course, it's so much mana on Happy. I don't think this was enough, this Impale. I don't think the Crypt Lord is doing what it was supposed to do. Level 4. Okay. Dark Ranger healed. Will this DK of Happy ever run out of mana? And why the Frost Armor? Micro battles intensify. Every destroyer is 5 food. Happy loses 1. Maybe a second. Oh, it helps so much that the Crypt Lord can attack air. Destroyer morphed again. We don't have any Fiends here anymore. Destro Mirror it is. But we have the situation once again that Happy is on 2 bases and 120 is on 1. Where is 120's army? 2 Fiends saved into the main. And now the DK is depleted mana-wise. 120 has a TP. He can risk quite a bit here. Every Acolyte falling here should be a skeleton, ideally. Dude, 120 still has a chance. I don't know how he's doing it. He was up against 9 coils. Do we have another? We do. Well calculated by 120. It's all about these destroyers once again. Ideally, you nuke them when they have full mana. Fiends are coming in. Happy somewhat gave up on Fiends. He's going Gargoyles now. Nova, Coil, both ready for Happy. Stemming against the defeat. A Happy 0-3 is unthinkable in a best of 5. But he is, of course, now in a prime position with that Expo up. With another Crypt for more Garg. I love this Garg transition. Love it. Yeah, there are a couple of Fiends. Yes, you can web a few selected targets. But if Happy goes triple Crypt Gargs and just overloads the air, there's never gonna be enough anti-air. Thank you, Cold War Nerd, too. Invite for Nova. 120. Last lag here. Befaro, legend. 28 month. Thank you. Once again, trying to raise some skeletons. 120 on his last lag. All the Fiends. Now splits them. Kinda dodges the coil. We do have Burrow, but we also have Repair and Happy. Looks like he puts his name on the board finally. If not for a big mistake. Kills are going in a very one-sided way now. Lich in trouble. Coil ready. But it's just so many destroyers. 4 Destros for Happy. 2 for 120. And the Lich is suffering. No counter expansion on the back of things. Happy holds. Happy has the lead. Happy has the better heroes. The higher level heroes almost. And Happy is inches away from a 2-1. What can possibly save 120? Crypt Lord is useless now. That's the downside of a Crypt Lord. I think 120 lost a ton of momentum. Going Crypt Lord, not Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger push would have been straight into the face of Happy's Expo. Lich is a beast. He can rely on that. There's always the problem that a lot of destroyers, no mana, clock up your supply, as it is no damage. Imagine if a Spirit Walker would cost 5 supply. That's the equivalent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, 120. Your game 3 might end here. Triple level up, double level up for Happy. The creeps are helping now as well. It's a catastrophe. Happy is chopping 120's head off. The Gargs in the air, uncontrollable. Way too much damage. We do have a heal scroll, but it's mostly single target damage. Lich has an invuln, is dragging out this fight a little longer. The Hail Mary has to land, but there's an Invo Potion on Happy as well. Plus the coils. It's a lot of gold. It's a 15 food lead. And life ends here, is it not? Nova, right click! Lich being saved. The other one is not, and that seals the deal. Happy is fighting, and Happy is back in the series. His second loser's choice finally goes to him. This series has been prolonged. And this time, Happy outsmarts 120. Happy posturing up, either creeps the green in the middle or rushes straight across. Oh, green spot it is. 120 scouting everything in the middle. Gloves of haste here. Cloak is nice. So 120 knows what he's up against. Do you have to go for a narrow? Oh, narrow is finished already. And Happy knows that the Nerope is finished, so he doesn't go into 1-0 space. Mind games, counters something that isn't there yet because you anticipate it. And we got a rather slow start. Crazy scouting on both sides. You should. You can never be lazy. Track your opponent's movement every step of the way. We got illusions here. Going for the shop. Oh, is Happy attack? Happy starts the camp with 1-0 being right there. Brave? Or self-harming? We'll see about that. Lich controlled. Ghoul denied. If it's only one ghoul, that's alright. He makes it 2, though. Was Happy not paying attention to 1-0's army movement? We've seen many fiends being surrounded here. 4 of them, I think. 1-0 gets a little extra money from selling the wand. Boots on the ledge. Very powerful. But no level 3. I think as long as there's no early level 3, the early game is a win for 1-0. Especially when he keeps the fiends alive. This is getting to scary levels though. Trying to bait a Nova. Happy's not falling for it. Second fiend up. Even an Acolyte is coming in. Another Nova. The strength of Dark Ritual. Lich coming in. Does he have backpack? No. Super aggressive. Aiming for a Lich. Immediately buys a Tally Staff. Big invuln as well. And with that he gets out. The big polar bear is still there. This is quite some ghoul losses. On Happy's side. 50 Norwegian crowns coming in from Harsh, but nevertheless the truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. DK walking a dangerous path! TP! Well calculated. Happy got the Bursey, Trapper, and Magi. And my lord is 1-0 hurt. Screaming for a Ritual Dagger, but he doesn't have the gold. Was this really necessary? Lich level 3, easy camp. Is 1-0 falling a bit apart here? You can't get close, can you? You're being punished right away. And another kill for Happy. It's getting scary. A classic Happy reverse sweep is definitely possible. Tech-wise, 1-0 is ahead. That is 30 seconds. DK needs levels, and oh my god, is 1-0 playing this risky? Nova locked and loaded. There's no way out. There is no way out for 1-0. You gotta fight this, but how? Nova, Nova, kill! And the coil is at the ready. 1-0 in trouble. All of a sudden, Happy is online, Happy sharp, and Happy is terrorizing the competition. This is not how these games are supposed to go. Not only the DK is down, also the Fiend is down. The Lich gets blocked, kind of surrounded. Oops. Oops. What do you do now? All your momentum is gone. Lich underleveled. DK underleveled. Resources very finite because this is your army. A Fiend. I feel like 1-0 took fights that he really shouldn't have taken. Again, a fine line of risk and reward. And in this position, it was just punished. Happy, careful, creeping, tier 3. We go for destroyers, 1-0. No Crypt Lord queued yet. We got flute, we got bracers, we got claws. Items are good across the board. We can only assume there was a little pea under Happy's pillow that has been removed after game 2, and now we see the final form. Big mana potion sold immediately. Kind of a bit like counterintuitive, but 1-0 needs every gold coin he can possibly get. Again, was that a steal? Oh my god. He delays level 3 for such a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
The return to Lich is breaking 1-0 apiece. It's again a Crypt Lord. I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm not feeling it. No silence. It is better against Fiends than it is against Mass Ghouls. And Gargs, of course. So maybe there is a way. But levels speak volumes for Happy. The items are good. The tech is evening out.
A player's forces are under attack.
5 ghouls remaining. Another claw. If 1-0 wins, it has a lot to do with this Lich. Level 3. Nuke! The DK's at the shop! Coil where? Coil there! Last second, last ditch effort. We got a silence. That's been dispelled now. Maybe the momentum is shifting a little bit. At the moment, no impale. There we go. Hits all 3 heroes. Lich power is strong. Dark Ranger being coiled last second. Attack upgrades not available here. We do have another impale. Saves the mana for later for the re-engage. Creep gone. 1-0 Happy. Both around 50. Who has the better nukes? Who has the better webs? This destroyer might fall. Coil ready. Dark Ranger hurt. Impale only on the Lich and the Fiends. Clear focus on the unit. Denied by Happy. Doesn't have another Nova yet. Spell advantage currently 1-0. And so far, he has won the straight up fights. Now he got Frost Arrow, Frost Armor again. Dude, 1-0 owns this fight right now. 6 food ahead. With instant reinforcements going into Banshees. Oh my god, this little trip to the shop could have cost 1-0 everything. It was a lifesaver eventually. Impale, ready in a bit. Soon Impale. Very soon. Red spot contested. Impale at the ready. Coil for the last hit. Didn't work. Oh, now we got it at level 4. Lich is a Nova machine now. With Dark Ritual 2. Coil anticipated. Happy's clawing back. But 1-0 is on a Banshee transition. Happy is not. Curse. Anti-magic. So useful. We're contesting more and more. Impale. Weak. Impale. Double. Silence. Sick. Invul potion. Lich got one as well. 1-0 needs to save this Crypt Lord. But the Lich is also hurt. Who to coil now? So risky. 1-0. There is the coil. Crypt Lord is out of the fight for the time being. Illusions make everything a little stressy. Coil. Needs a coil. Try to bait another Nova. There's so much more Nova. Happy's Lich is a beast. It is quite fascinating actually that there isn't more damage advantage on Happy with having so much more Nova. Silence again. Nuke! And he gets the Crypt Lord. Only level 1 if he gets the return kill here. This is worth it. Can't reach though. Happy takes the supply lead for now, but it's only the Crypt Lord that's not being rewoven yet. Banshee transition almost done. How do you deal with curse and anti-magic if you're happy?
A player's forces are under attack.
Both want this red spot so bad. I would estimate 40 seconds till anti-magic shield is ready. Red spot still contested. Who gets it? Happy gets XP! DK, 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 DK! So close, man. If these invo pods are a little bit later. Crypt Lord is just standing there. Crypt Lord is not coming back. Crypt Lord is not coming back. Now he gives the command. That could have been way earlier. Denies. Not working anymore. Happy. 500 gold. Would love to get access to the shop, but shop access goes to 120. Scroll of healing. Necessary. Invo potion on cooldown. Oh, what a tug of war. Happy has no expo. Happy has a bit of a supply lead, but 120, 400 gold. Adept Banshee's ready. There's a whole new obstacle soon for Happy to overcome. Red spot 120. He got the item before. HP, agility, Lich is a beast. 10k damage. 10k damage. What's Happy going to do? Banshee transition for him now as well, but that will take minutes to complete. No town portal 120. Stat, you see him coming. More HP, more mana on this Crypt Lord. The Banshee has not arrived yet. 120's next Ziggurat is extremely late. The statues are all cornered. I think this position is terrible for 120. Statue tried to block the retreat a little bit. Fiends falling on both sides. Both players with big losses. 120 with more though. Happy taking advantage here. Now 120 can produce again. This fight is chaotic all over the place. And Happy thrives in the chaos. Impale once again. This time he hits all three heroes. But 120 takes a beating with the Creep Jack. Everything out of position, and of course not having the 5th Ziggurat might be game winning for Happy. He is clawing back. If Happy gets overconfident here, there's the potential to lose a lot. Fast reinforcements, access to potions. 4-3-3 versus 4-3-2. First Banshee is here. Happy's catching up. 40 seconds for his own Banshees. One to 0, almost threw the game away here. He found a way out. That is remarkable. But he shouldn't be in a position like this in the first place. I'd say Crypt Lord is scaling better than Dark Ranger. We'll see about that. The first anti-magic pods, last hit, Happy once again. He's getting so many. Dispel on the inner fire gives the destroyer a lot of mana. Nova on the Banshee. Coil, even though it's very low mana, might be worth it. Needs the coil for the Crypt Lord now, as there is no anti-magic on him. 2-1 upgrades, 2-2 completed. Oh, Crypt Lord! In range. Evasion on the DK. That item was stolen by 120. Happy left it on the ground for a second, immediately punished. Late game. First time late game between the two. Master training completed for 120. Not for possession really, but more mana and more mana regeneration. If you stay at 50, why not queue that upgrade, especially since it's faster. 120 with a Happy move. Selling the altar. You know if you lose a hero, you either have to buy him back at the tavern or the game is lost anyway. Happy with the third attack upgrade done. 120 is catching up. In the meantime, Happy is catching up in, or getting ahead in armor. Lich close to 5, Lich close to 4. Both third heroes level 3. Very, very, very even game. Nobody's really ready yet. Happy posturing up to force 1-0 into production. No sign of an expansion. Both have the option. But Happy doesn't have the lumber. Following into upkeep now. 1-0 will have the bigger army faster. But then do you really want to push into Happy space? Who's getting impatient? None of these players is known for late game mistakes. What are you trying to accomplish here? Draining some mana, sniping some banshees, forcing some items. Similar army compositions coming, right? Happy has a statue more, has a fiend more. 1-0 is getting higher on banshees. And curse has been applied too. Is this the big battle? Are you committed? We do have dust on both sides. Impale is sweet, but of course anti-magic. Trying to break through that anti-magic. The Fiend tug of war begins again. Is this the win for 1-0? Or will Happy force game 5 is the question. 1-0's DK is in trouble. Needs that invul. Gets that invul. Lich! Happy! Invul there as well. Oh, the game in dire straits for both sides. Cryptlord in trouble. Needs the coil. Gets the coil. Invul on the Lich. DK can't get out. The healer is dead. Impale on 2 heroes. Lich dead as well. Are you kidding me? But Happy has a healer. 1-0 has not. He has a huge army though. Any chance for a Tavern Revive? Happy has resources. Lots of resources. If the Lich comes back, he's working without mana. Just pew 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 right clicks. And that's exactly what's happening here. 1-0 doesn't have his aura. Doesn't have the healing. What can you do? What can you possibly do? 1-0. Lich out. Damage machine. Coil at the ready. DK defensive. I don't think he can win without the DK. Cryptlord in trouble. Saved one more time. Curse is everywhere. Happy controls the tavern. No chance. 1-0 didn't even start to revive the DK. Has to go for the tavern now. 47 food. Both lose heroes and both are still alive. But Happy is chasing, getting further and further ahead here. This Cryptlord is begging for punishment. Happy has another dust. We do have more invulns. He needs that on the Cryptlord very, very soon, but there is none on the Cryptlord. Just pure micro. Lich in trouble, but the damage output is not sufficient with the Fiends not here. Oh, Lich! No way! 10 HP, the madman! 10 HP! Holy shit! Finish him! The curse, dude! The curse! Unreal scenes, but guess what? This happened behind the fight. 1-0 on 2 bases. So many misses. Anti-magic applied. Now you can fight on Blight, maybe. With fast reinforcements. Happy is out of gold. Has to go for an expansion now himself. Begging for a coil. Is the Cryptlord gets it. I worry a bit about... Oh la la! The rally position for 1-0 is wrong. A classic springtime mistake. Huge losses. 5 supply just wiped. And you cannot fight on Blight. And Happy is marching forward. Ghouls in. Shows you the amount of pressure he wants to apply. Heroes being nuked. Big kills on the Banshees as well. Who fights better? This is a long 23-minute war. 1-0 has money. Lich. 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 Oh my god. Dark Ranger on the other side. There's no way to save her. Invul potion. Happy loses the flute. That's a lot of damage gone, but the Lich is about to die. Cryptlord might be sacrificed here. Lich gets the coil. Every decision that the players make can decide the game now. 3 heroes, of course, now. Lich in trouble. Uh-oh, no coil, no coil. He turns around and survives. He does not with the Fiend shot. Damage dealer gone close to level 5. 1-0 is losing more and more. DK level 5. Extreme coils now. A level that not even 1-0 with the DK first was able to reach. So much damage, so much sustain. Happy has the endurance in game 4. Oh my god. This game is literally coming down to individual right clicks. The one right click on the Lich on the left hand side. The one Fiend shot on the right hand side. And 1-0 gives up this expo. What can you do? Heroes are back. Desperate times. Desperate measures. We have an Impale. But what does that do? There's very few players this good. And it's so close between them. Invo potion one last time. It's one Hail Mary after the next. Happy doesn't have potions whatsoever. Lich can turn around, kill the DK. Exactly what he's doing. There might even be a Zeppelin. Coil ready. DK dead. So is 1-0. Happy back to back. We go game 5. He's going for the green. He could maybe punish something here. But it's only skeletons. He only took the flinger away. And resorts to creeping himself. Interesting. Lich gets +8. Lich gets the circlet. DK got some welcoming gifts for the opposing Lich as well. Let's see. This is where we ended up on. Lich trying to contest the DK creeping for once. It's a bit of a stalemate, isn't it? Tech by 1-0 is insanely fast again. This might just be... Is it a minute ahead? 45 seconds ahead?
A player's forces are under attack.
Two sludge flingers, 2 mantles. Lich guaranteed beast on both sides. Double claw for Happy, double mantle claw for 1-0. And of course, the bigger claw for Happy. Level 3 versus level 2, that has been the standard this series. 1-0 is on the way to tier 3 already with the Lich queued. I think Happy's tech is unnecessarily late, actually. There's always a bit of a difference, as Tetfiend's tech is faster than Happy's regular ghoul tech. But this is a lot. Happy on the other side, of course, got the hero advantage. Got the damage advantage. Usually 1-0's play is the Fiend focus fire. We've seen it in game 1. We've seen it in game 2. How effective that is. And Happy has to respect the damage output even though he has the Lich. Love that replenishment potion, by the way. Happy's probably gonna sell it. Remo always points it out, how Happy seems to hate purple drinks. Lich out, chip damage. I don't think Happy can contest much here. Oh, Nova, ambitious. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This was a bit much. DK hurt. Sasquatch goes to Happy. Huge XP swing. That was a bit unnecessary. A bit premature. And Happy denies this one as well. Has Happy reached the final form and is 1-0 getting shaky? It is good damage, but the DK is here. That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? hard to contest creeps with level 1 Coil Nova against level 2 Nova. Level 2 Nova is just so fast. And 120 is again incredibly hurt. But we've seen worse early games. There's no Fiend dead yet. There's no TP forced. Statues are coming, and the tech difference is 45 seconds. 45 seconds. That is the entire Destroyer upgrade. Happy still has map control with that Lich. Statues coming, Fiends coming. Happy with the classic Fiend transition. We have seen many reverse sweeps in the past couple of days. Mental stability is so important in these best of 5 Super League games. Maps determine the outcome a lot, of course, as well. 120 is desperately underleveled. There are red spots still, there are the consumables still, there's still the lab. No? Is the lab gone? No. I didn't see anybody creeping the lab, but I don't see the dot. It's still there. Okay, so the dot was just hard to see. Book of the Dead can be rendered useless and traded. Dark Ranger for Happy. It doesn't look like 120 wants the Dark Ranger. At least not now. He supply blocked for a bit. Coil silence.
Players' forces are under attack.
Risky business. Crypt Lord or Dark Ranger. Or Naga? If 120 wants to throw an ultimate curveball and feels confident, he can go Naga too. It is Dark Ranger. And it is a Sobi mask for 120. Levels evened out. Inventory evened out. And finally, we have the same heroes on both sides. No more Crypt Lord.
Forces are under attack.
The Crypt Lord remains with a 0% win rate here today. Lich exposed. Many coils. 120 goes for silence as well. It's a bit atypical for him. DK in trouble. Can't lose that one. Dark Ranger hurt as well. Ghouls are coming in. That is usually the sick timing for 120, but it doesn't seem like he can get a foot on the ground here. These ghouls are usually taken out one by one. But so far, 120 lost confidence, doesn't he? DK got the coil ready. The Nova is good, but it's only level 1. Happy is not making any mistakes anymore. These positioning mistakes that we've seen in game 1 and 2, they're just not existent anymore. And 120 has to give up the middle. Happy scouting for an expo, doesn't see it. Because there's none. Roaming Lich, roaming DR, full throttle on the DK. Lich is trailing behind. Coil secures the kill. Big heal pot as well. Big moments for Happy in the past 1.5 minutes.
Players' forces are under attack.
Now this is the moment where we rotate out of ghouls, whether the sacrifice to the XP account of 120. Not a full committed fight though. It's not Happy drastically losing 10 food in 2 seconds. No Orb of Annihilation, Nova combo. Not running into Black Arrow. How passive are you playing this now? Yeah. Was about to say, who goes Banshees first? It's Happy. 120 breaking upkeep instead. So one player still gets more gold, expands on his tech tree, contesting with a very close to level 3 DK. The other player just goes with mass. That's level 3. Big advantage, Happy. We don't have many ghouls to fight with anymore, so the Black Arrow won't be that crazy. Will 120 read that we'll have Banshees in 2 minutes? I think Happy's game plan is excellent here. Pinning 1-0 down. Who knows? He knows he has to creep. He knows he has to catch up to that level 3 second hero. I like how Happy was sacrificing XP on the Dark Ranger to give it to the DK at the consumable spot. This Golem can switch up everything. Similar to a Magnetor Reaver on Northern Isles. Here we go. First Destroyer. Nuked immediately. Good start for 1-0. For Happy, that is. 1-0 still with that Fiend. Kind of safe. Destroyer being nuked once again. Rebound 1-0. I just saw the future as the prophet that I am. Another Destro down. Uh-oh. And we do have that 10 supply swing at the least. 1-0 will conquer the red spot now. But can you brute force against incoming Banshees? 2-1 upgrade finished. Happy trying to contest, trying to stall more time. The arrival of Banshees is inches away. Again, this is a disable. Who gets the last hit? So patient, both of them. Eats the boulders, goes for the Lich. But the coil is always ready with extremely defensive positioning on Happy. Everything is clumped up. Invite for the Lich. But it's all about the last hit. 1-0 gets it. Item Hood of Cunning. Amazing for that Lich. But the Fiends are suffering. Oh, 1-0. So exposed. 2 Fiends hurt. The DK Hail Mary didn't land. Maybe second chance. Nova trying to even out the Fiend kills. But Happy's Lich Novas are crazy. Dark Ranger level up finally. So we got Black Arrow as well. The numbers are evened out. 1-0 needs this DK, I think. Who has a potion, baits it. Already full health once again. Who has the better Fiend control? Who takes care of heroes better? Happy another Destro loss. But 1-0, them die at the same time. This is how close it is. Statue with 2/3 mana. Big snipe by 1-2-0, but it's once again so neck and neck. The deciding factor is in production though. Banshees are coming. Huge losses for 1-2-0 at the beginning of the fight with the Fiends eliminated. Wipe. 2-2 upgrades against 2-1, but Banshees, 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 Banshees. That is the X factor. Lich damage is crazy on both sides. We had a long dance for the red spot on the left-hand side, and guess what? We might get an encore on the right-hand side.
A player's forces are under attack.
Imagine. Cardgas Pipe. A lot about experience now as well. Lich posturing up. There's invul potions, there's heal scroll, there is anti-magic, and 1-2-0 is under so much pressure now. How do you break the anti-magic shield? How do you do it? Destroyer down for 1-2-0. Is it worth sniping these Banshee? 1-2-0 for now says no. Coil on the Destro can get rid of Curse at least and heal up that Destroyer. So much focused fire. Fiend numbers dwindling for Happy. The splits are super fine. DK claims another victim. Fiend into the back. So narrow. Happy losing more Fiends. Fiends are the major damage output. He's trying to force the DK into submission. He doesn't want to lose the second red spot. He cannot lose the second red spot. Coil from downtown next to the statue. 1-2-0 always had the better statue control compared to Happy, but Fiend numbers. It's so much about Fiend numbers. And of course, 1-2-0's Fiends oftentimes just worth 1/3 of Happy because of Curse. The Sobby mask is so good for 1-2-0. He's still trying to break through without Banshees. Supply numbers favor the Chinese. Once again, he hasn't defeated Happy in over a year. Red spot 1-2-0. Happy seems desperate, looking across the entire map for a little bit of extra XP. And 1-2-0's Lich are getting more and more and more scary. More HP, more int. Plus 23 damage on the Lich. That's nuts. And Banshees were Happy's win condition. Curse Anti-Magic was Happy's win condition. 1-0 now falling back to the consumable. Gets a Wand of Mana Stealing. Really nice to potentially steal coils. And he's evening out the Banshee. 3-2 upgrades. Happy is far behind in unit upgrades. Double invuln on both sides. 4-3-3 versus 4-4-3. Heat of the moment. Happy's at home. 1-0 has a TP. DK far forward, a bit atypical for Happy. Sweet silence though, that Fiend will not last. But he's taken that fight, even though the Banshee transition hasn't taken off yet. He has a lot of skeletons thanks to the creep spots before. Nova does a lot of damage, but it's still skeletons marching forward. 1-0, willing to take out Happy in his own base. Banshee's falling left and right. Destroyer a bit far in the back. Coil used on a Fiend. Another Fiend falling. Is that too ambitious here? Was that a mistake? Was he forcing the issue just a little bit too much? Happy's reinforcements instant. Still the Banshee transition. We're waiting for anti-magic. Dark Ranger in a little bit of trouble, but the coil is locked and loaded. So is the Invo Potion. The DK mana difference is nutty. But nobody can make a mistake, of course. Time for the replenishment potion, maybe. Lich of Happy. Out of mana very, very soon. Down to the statues. 1-0's army has to travel across the entire map, and he sees this not favorable anymore. He pinned down Happy in his base. That's about it. It kinda reeks of an expo, actually. If you don't have full vision, as we have, if I were Happy, I would expect an expansion if my opponent is posturing up right before my base. But there is none.
A player's forces are under attack.
One to 0, 1,000 gold. Happy 700. 3-2 upgrade on the way. 3-2. It could be Happy's third loss in the league. Only Life and Focus have done it so far. 1-0. Also 2 losses. 1 to Moon, 1 to Life. Dark Ranger has the Subi. Oh, that's some min-maxing by 1-0. DK full mana, Lich full mana. Dark Ranger gets the Subi mask for the time being, so she will be full mana as well. 2 Banshees, 1-0. Third armor upgrade. Up to 80 food we go. Both at the same time breaking upkeep. That's how well they know each other. And that is the expansion that we were talking about before. And what does Happy do? Mine for 30 seconds. 1-0 with the Morpheus come at me gesture. Happy has the better fiends in a second. 1-0 got the better fiends in a second. Happy goes Sacrificial Pit. No burrow. Happy has possession upgrade. 1-0 does not. 68 food is the limit. 50 seconds for that expo. Happy can expand, but it will be later. If you watch this series, would you be surprised if this is the grand final? Full mana left-hand side, full mana right-hand side. Dark Ranger still got the Sobi mask. Happy. If he wants to expand now, he has to do it now, but he's not. Selling half his base, going for a shopping trip, all in. Happy will never be able to remake units. He sold all the ziggurats. Double heal scroll, double invuln, triple invuln on the other side. 120, no tower but blight. Happy is all in. This series will end with this fight. Anti-magic not applied everywhere. Dark Ranger still has the Sobi mask. Is that the crucial mistake eventually? We are on Blight though. Curse spread. So many Banshees for Happy. Destroyer saved. Ghouls taken out. This can of course be a lot of skeletons. Who loses more? Happy has a solid start to the fight. Not extremely well. Burrow will be countered by the Shade most likely. Where are the reinforcements for 120? He has a lot of production. 64, 66. Saves the Destro once again. DK. Happy looking for Hail Marys already. Invo potion 7 seconds. Needs so much healing. Might take advantage of that Wand of Mana stealing. Coil ready, but the DK is moving forward. Gotta be so careful. Neck and neck fights. A little bit of a bait here. Dangling the carrot in front of the horse's face with the DK. Lots of wobbling here for this army, I want to say. Lich gets the coil. How's the damage output? For Happy with all these Banshees. Lich in trouble once again. Invo potion. The Dark Ranger still has the Sobi mask, mind you. Needs it now. Needs it now. DK eats a Nova once again. Lich is safe. Oh, this is as close as it gets. Now Happy's DK is hurt and he does have an Invo potion left. Destroyer for 120. Full mana. Wrecked. But the Banshees are more or less useless. 120. Where are your reinforcements? He needed a round of production. Fiend falling. How much are the statues doing? At some point this will all be about the heroes. Lich level 5 posturing up. Threatening a Nova. Both are level 5 on 120. More healing. And it seems like 120 is taking over. Happy's heroes are suffering. Big time. Where's the Nova gonna end up on? Where's the coil gonna fly? Needs a coil. This Lich is dead! Are you kidding me? Happy got the coil, the block, the DK. Oh my god, all in shambles. The DK's running away, runs back in. Invo potion saved. 120 needs kills here, big time kills. The orb is gone, the damage is gone, the Nova is gone, and the reverse sweep is likely. Are you kidding me? Full wipe. Happy with his back against the wall. Super Saiyajin, 5 levels of execution. Emperor does it again. Reverse sweep by Happy against 120. And again, we have to mention the Sobi mask on the Dark Ranger. Decides the late game.